Hey Leo, it's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. Thanks for joining me. I'm doing your September 2019 reading. And it's not too far into September, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. Let's see what jumped out. The King of Pentacles. So he's a nice earth sign type energy. He's grounded. He's good with his money. He's the hare from the tortoise and the hare. He knows slow and steady wins the race. He's into taking care of business. He makes sure I have a plant growing in my gutters. If I had a King of Pentacles around, he would clean my gutters for me. We got most of them, but I still have a couple more, and it drives my father crazy every time he comes up. Anyway, so he, taking care of the house, taking care of business. Oh, that one wants to come out. Taking care of sort of the mundane things, making sure, this is kind of random, making sure you have a will, insurance, like health insurance, not health insurance, life insurance, health insurance too, but if you don't live in the United States, health insurance is not something that our government provides for us, since it's extremely expensive and can bankrupt you. So it's a big deal here. So my philosophy is that if we had government, I'm not trying to get into political thing, but whatever. If we had like Medicare for all, for example, or if we had government healthcare, and healthcare wasn't tied to our jobs, I think people would be a lot happier, because there's so many people who have soul-sucking jobs at big corporations because of benefits that, again, it's like soul crushing. I think it crushes creativity and entrepreneurial spirit, because it's so risky unless you have money to sort of venture out on those things. Also, small businesses have trouble affording healthcare for their employees, and it's just a big hot mess, basically. If you want to see if you have any interest in this, which you probably don't, but there's a front line called Sick Around the World. It was really interesting. They went all over to democratic countries and looked at their healthcare setup. And the last question he asked every single representative was, so how many people each year go bankrupt from medical bills here? And everyone would look at him, and he's like, well, no one. That doesn't happen. And it was just kind of interesting. So that was a real aside. So you have like three cards that are kind of, yeah, so I get this energy of like, it's again that King of Pentacles, like it's time to get your house in order. It's time to get your finances in order, get a budget, like time to grow up a little, be an adult. I know it sucks. I'm not good at it. But this is a lack mentality. So this is also, and you heard it in me, actually. I just modeled a negative thing. I was like, it's too expensive to like start your own business. Yeah, I mean, if I think that, then I'm never going to. So there is a responsible way to do it, but it can be risky. So you have to weigh your options. You are going to get some sort of opportunity that you're not interested in. As you can see, he was given that cup and poured it out. Whether that was the right decision or not, I don't know. Are you a little bit in, it's not very Leo-like, but a little bit like in the doldrums and just like, no, like you want something new, but you also are comfortable? Because I think Leo is the fixed sign of the fire signs, which is kind of an oxymoron, because fire signs it's about as, Leos are barely fixed because of, I think of their fire sign. It's like a fixed air sign. It's like, yeah, it's hard to think, but you're a little bit stuck where you are. Maybe you do want to branch out and start your own business or become a consultant or do something, but your fixed energy is you're trying to figure that out. Yeah, because you have this 8 of Pentacles. And this is whatever you love to do, like whatever is your thing to do that you do even when you're not working, and it feeds your soul. It makes you feel energized and all that stuff. Um, yeah, you're present, you're in the moment. It's just something you love to do. It's not work to you. And how can you make that your real job? And it's interesting, there is a level of denial. So I think I just voiced your denial, like, yeah, but healthcare, I can't afford it. So I mean, make sure he's going to do his homework. He's going to make sure, I mean, if he wants his dreams to come true, he is going to just start working towards it. He's going to start saying, well, maybe I can't do it now, but in 5 years, and I'm going to put this much money aside until I can get there. Like, he's going to figure out a way, even if it's 10 years from now, he's going to play the long game and make it happen. So maybe you really need to just look at what you would have to do to make it happen. And maybe you have been burned in the past. Or maybe you're having sort of maybe a relationship broke up, or even a work relationship, something broke up, and you're sort of licking your wounds, and I think you're having trouble maybe figuring out how to move forward right now. But then you have, I think the key for you is to make sure you have that, find the time to do that thing that you love to do and figure out a way to make money, because you have this, like, it's probably something you did as a child. Like, what did you love to do as a child? And to find an adult way, like the adult version of it. I mean, look at all the people making money off of adult coloring books. I mean, that's a perfect example. I loved art. I love to color. I'm going to start making adult coloring books. Like, you know what I mean? But you have the happily ever after. You need to figure out, like, I feel like people have gotten into this place where they're just doing the grind, the daily grind, got their job for the benefits, and it's soul sucking, and they need to, it's this energy of needing to figure something new out. And again, as a fire sign, Leo is going to feel extremely, even though they're fixed, they don't want to feel stuck. They don't want to feel like their freedom is, their ability to, grow and move is restricted. That's very suffocating for a fire sign. I know I had a job recently where they said my hours would be flexible, like one person, and then the person I was reporting to was like, "What are your hours going to be? And you have to, if you're going to be away from your desk, I was just like, oh my God, I haven't had, like, it was so, and he was a nice guy, but it was like, what is going on here? And I recently got a new job, and was allowed me to just adjust my hours. So in the summer I could come in early and leave early. And then in school, when I have to put my son on the bus, I can come in a little. And I tell you, just that little bit of flexibility, oh my God, it completely changed my mindset about work, being able to just have that little bit of freedom and flexibility. It's freedom and flexibility is, okay, I think the key, what you're looking for. You're feeling restricted, and it's making you feel claustrophobic. So figuring out a way, I think there is a really practical way to do this. I think it may take longer than you want, because again, fire sign and earth energy, it's like the tortoise and the hare. We want everything. We like instant gratification. We're action. We take action. We are used to making things happen. I'm a Sagittarius, so that's why I'm saying we. And then the earth sign is very like slow and steady and cautious, and like, I'm working on it. you'll see the perfect end project in like 2 years, and we're like, I want it next month. So it's like dealing with those conflicting energies. But if you can sort of bring the two together, I think you have a big chance for success in building the life that you want with with the right mix of money and comfort and stability, and but also freedom and creativity and all those inspiration and motivating, and not, soul sucking and sucking the energy and life from you. All right, Leo, have a great September. See ya.